Welcome everybody. Wait a minute. There we go. I got this all set up so I could have more of the screen on here and have my camera in the corner. But yeah, welcome everybody to the Xbox Bethesda E3 conference stream. As you can see, we're still got about 20 minutes left, and in fact I'm going to mute the music. So decided to come on a little early just to make sure everything was working right, testing, and everything seems to be going pretty well. Just kind of seeing if anybody has any thoughts on any thoughts or predictions for today. I think the biggest thing for me, I would not be shocked, and I'm hoping we get a release date for Halo Infinite. Maybe, I know there's rumors that it could be out by the holiday season. Other people saying not for another year or two. But either way, if we could actually get like a firm release date, that would be nice. Trying to think what else. We know that there's probably going to be about a 10-20 minute spiel of somebody coming out on stage and talking about how the Xbox is an entertainment system and promoting some new apps or something. So definitely expecting that. I think a lot of the rumors I've been seeing too, a lot of people think there's going to be another big company acquisition by Microsoft that'll be announced today. Obviously Bethesda was the most recent big name, which of course is doing a joint conference as part of this, so curious to see what all they will be talking about. Sorry, the screen just changed there. Bethesda, of course, has a ton of great games, the Skyrim series, the Fallout series, among other things. So a lot of potential big announcements there. New Fallout game would be awesome, but I guess we'll kind of wait and see. And yeah, I mean, that's all I have as far as my notes. I wouldn't be shocked if we get an announcement for like a new big IP that they're going to try to fall back on. It seems like every time they have a new console, they try to launch a new big series. Halo, obviously. Gears was for the 360. Xbox One. I'm trying to remember if they even had a good one for that. But I think they tried with that. I'm drawing a blank on the name, but it was that game about the gladiators and stuff. It was like their launch title. They thought it was going to be a big game, and it kind of flopped. But I'm kind of curious to see what they announce. Obviously, last year there wasn't a true E3 because of the pandemic. So this will be the first E3 in the new console cycle. Kind of disappointed Sony's not having a conference this year. I really enjoy watching the big three, but it's Microsoft today, and then Nintendo on Tuesday at, I believe, 12 Eastern. I have talked to Ian. He said he may actually stream that since I'll obviously be working, and he has nothing going on for the next however long, week or two. As far as other stuff at E3 this weekend, you got the Xbox coming up. Square Enix will be doing their press conference shortly after. I believe it's 12:15 Pacific, so 3:15 Eastern. I'm not going to cover that. I'm sure there'll be some cool stuff from Square, but not enough that I feel like sitting through it and watching 4 hours of E3. This press conference today supposedly is only going to take about 90 minutes, so I think that's a good enough time for a stream. Square, of course, they are the creators of Final Fantasy, the Kingdom Hearts series, a lot of big stuff like that, so I'm sure they'll have some announcements, maybe Life is Strange 3. That's a series that I enjoy from them. Then WB is going to have a specific stream of Back for Blood. at, looks like 5 o'clock, which is the, I forget, the spiritual successor of Left 4 Dead is what they're calling it. So Left 4 Dead was a great couple games, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. So it's kind of cool they're trying to bring that back. Hopefully it's similar but with some updates. So we'll see how that turns out. There'll be a PC and future game show later tonight. Don't know what to expect from that. Tomorrow is mostly just companies doing short things. Looks like Verizon is having one. I didn't even know they made games. In television, Take-Two, Mythical, the Indie Showcase, Freedom Games, Ven, Capcom, and Razer are all tomorrow. Then Tuesday, of course, is the Nintendo Direct at noon Eastern, followed by Bandai Namco, Eureka, and then that's pretty much it. So normally I think Sony would either be tonight or tomorrow night. That's usually when they do theirs. But since they've decided not to this year, it's just Microsoft Sunday and Nintendo Tuesday is the big ones. As far as Nintendo, I don't know what to expect from that. I know Ian's probably hoping for a lot of Pokemon stuff. I don't know if they're going to really cover that too much because it seems like, they just had the Pokemon Direct, so they may have a couple trailers, but I feel like if they're going to announce anything big as far as Diamond, Pearl, Arceus, any of that, they'll probably give it its own Direct. They really seem to like doing that for Pokemon. I believe there's talk of them doing a expansion of some sort for why am I drawing a blank? Three Houses. The RPG. I'm drawing a total blank on the name of the game. It's one that I got into from a friend of mine. I am sure there'll be some sort of Mario game. I don't think it'll be a main series game. I know a lot of people thought they may announce Odyssey 2, but I think we may end up getting either a new 2D or something like 3D World, something similar to that. Then there's, let's see, why does this keep changing? It's really strange. And it's like jumping on the time. 16 minutes, now it's back to 18 minutes. Anyway, let's see, it's 2021, so we won't get a Mario Olympic game because that came out last year, even though the Olympics are this year. I don't think we get a Mario Party because they just came out with that not too long ago. I know a lot of people want a new Mario Kart game since there hasn't been a true new Mario Kart since the Wii U. Because the one on Switch is basically the same game, just with all the DLC added. Mario Golf, I think they'll have some information on that because that comes out at the end of the month, I believe. Actually, it may come out here in another week. I'm sure people are going to want a lot of Zelda news because they announced Skyward Sword HD, which should be coming out here in the next couple months. And then Breath of the Wild 2, I know people want to hear more information on that because there hasn't been anything on that since they announced it. And then what else is there? I think there's another Zelda game in development they're doing an HD remake of. So those are some of the possibilities. I know there's going to be a lot of like one-off Japanese games that I've never heard of and don't know anything about. So that'll take up probably half the Direct. That always seems to be Nintendo. They do a bunch of anime games or games tied to anime. As far as the other stuff, I don't really think there's anybody else. I noticed it doesn't look like EA has a conference this week, which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's got to a point their conferences are always the same, unless they had one yesterday. I didn't even look. No, yesterday was just Ubisoft and Gearbox. So The only thing I'm really wanting to hear about from EA, two things, I guess. One is what's the update on the NCAA football game they say they're bringing back, and two would be do they have any updates on Mass Effect 4, which is technically a BioWare game, but BioWare is owned by EA, so I guess we will probably not hear anything about that till November at the earliest, but my guess is we won't hear anything about it until probably next year. For those unaware, November 7th is In-7 Day, so that's usually a day that Mass Effect news gets released. My guess is for this year's In-7 Day, we may get some screenshots of concept art, but I don't think we're going to get much more than that, especially if they don't think the new game's going to come out for like another 3 or 4 years. Any other surprise announcements I can think of? I know Microsoft always likes to end their conference with a big announcement. Actually, everybody does. But I feel like it just switched again. That's weird. I feel like Microsoft's going to end this with... I feel like the Halo Infinite date would be a big thing for them, but I don't think it's big enough to end the conference with. I think they're going to have to fall back on something major, and probably from a third party. Because the only other big series they have right now would be Gears. And a new Gears game, even if that gets announced, I don't consider that big enough to be a show closer, just because the last couple have been not as good as the original trilogy was. I mean, you kind of say that about Halo. I know... trying to think of what else to do to fill time here. Still got another 10 minutes till the show starts. Let's see. If any of you guys watching have predictions, let me know. Like I said, most of the predictions I've seen have just been stuff messing around the internet. Elder Scrolls 6 is something that people think we might see. I don't know. I mean, that would make sense because Skyrim was the last game, and that came out in 2010 originally, I think. 2010 or 2011, so it's been 10 years since we've had a new Elder Scrolls game. Granted, Skyrim is really good, but I can see why people would want a new game just because, it is a single-player game. There's only so much you can do in it. I would love to see Fallout New Vegas 2. I don't know how you'd be able to do much with it after the events of the first game, but I could definitely see even like a remaster would be pretty cool. New Vegas is easily my favorite Fallout game, just because of the amount of stuff you can do in it. The fact that you can actually change your dialogue options based on how much intelligence you give your character. So if you want to have a lot of fun, you can make your character's intelligence at the beginning of the game 0 out of 10, or maybe it's 1 out of 10. And literally every time you do have a dialogue option, you'll have one for IR dumb, like some sort of horribly grammatically incorrect sentence. And the NPCs just feels bad for you, like, oh, I didn't realize you were this stupid. But that's that. We still got about 10 minutes. I guess just to kind of catch up as far as the channel, we woke up this morning and saw we had several followers, about 100 or so more than we had, probably more than that actually. 120, 130 more than we had since Ian streamed last night. So if you are legitimate people, thank you so much for following. We're still trying to figure out how or what happened, but hopefully we'll know soon. I noticed from the view count right now that none of you are watching this, so I guess we'll see what's happening soon. But after this, as far as the channel updates, we'll be streaming this probably till about 2:30 or 3 Eastern, depending on what time it ends and closing thoughts and all that. Afterwards, it's going to be on Ian to be doing most of the streaming for the next few days, since, again, he has nothing better to do right now. He may stream tonight, and I know he's probably planning to stream over the next couple days as well. I don't know his schedule as far as like stuff he has to do for his own life, but we will coordinate and keep everyone updated on that. I fell asleep before I could watch the end of his stream last night, but I assume he's still on Mass Effect 2. And that's going to be the plan for him, he wants to try to finish Mass Effect in the next week or so. As I mentioned last night, I will probably head to Red Dead for a stream or two when I do come back, and then try to start something new after that. We'll see if there's any good announcements today of anything coming out soon, because that may give us some ideas. And whoever I'm getting the stream from really needs to fix their cables and everything else. So that's all I really have right now. Working to continue making improvements on the channel. As you can see, the border I'm using today is just kind of a generic one that I pulled, and then I added the Xbox logo. So hopefully get some stuff done. I'm working with a couple content creators to try to get some new graphics and things made. Not really in a place to spend a lot of money, so it's people that are trying to do it more for exposure than anything, and I'm going to try to get some details worked out with them, and hopefully we can help each other out. So yeah, that's that's where we're at. Let's see. Let's see if there's any other information I can pull before this starts. Let's see, alongside rumored appearances from Forza 5, which makes sense, and Halo, as well as the new Fable reboot, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Psychonauts 2. Those are all some of the ones that they've got listed in one of the articles I found. And a lot of people think the big Bethesda announcement's going to be Elder Scrolls 6, so I could see that. I think that's because there's been job postings in the last year or two that have referenced that, so that would be a huge announcement if that's what they announce. Now, I'm a little concerned. This thing says we'll begin in 6 minutes, but it's 4 minutes to 1, so I'm really hoping these people didn't screw up the feed. Let's see, I'm just looking through and making sure. So we may be a minute or two behind, but that's alright. Countdown is getting close. I did when I was getting some royalty-free, copyright-free music, I did find one that's essentially a spin-off of the final countdown. I should have added that on here. We could have played it for the last 4 minutes. But that's alright. Especially since we don't know how accurate this timer is. Apparently there's a raid going on. I had the chat muted so I didn't see it till just now. Why are there so many slowpokes here all of a sudden? They're like some sort of like pseudo slowpoke community day right now. Like literally 4 just spawned in my house. Two more, 5, yeah, 6 slowpokes. It's really strange. Like I know there's the event going on, but two minutes. Yeah, all I have right here is a Reg Ice right now, and I ain't doing any more Reggie raids. Screw that. Too much work. Less than a minute. Let's go. Let's get this started. Right? That should be good. You don't need me. Don't need me. Guess I should unmute this. Showcase.
20 years. That's how long Xbox has been with us.
Good old
and
Todd.
Like you, this is a moment I always look forward to. I love seeing the new games, crossing my fingers for my favorites to return, hoping for a few surprises. Most of all, though, I love seeing everyone around the world come together and celebrate what games mean to all of us. And I think, this past year, they've meant even more. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for the support you give us and one another. Xbox is turning 20, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the friendships we've had that whole time. At Bethesda, we believe video games do one thing better than anything else. They transport us. Through art and technology, there's real magic when you step into a new world and can make it your own. We've traveled the worlds of Elder Scrolls, of Fallout, and now, for the first time in over 25 years, we're creating a new universe with Starfield. Set hundreds of years in our future, it's an epic about hope, our shared humanity, and answering our greatest mystery. It's a game we've dreamt of playing, and it wasn't until now that we have the hardware, the technology, and the team who's hard at work at home to make that dream a reality. We're excited to finally share our first in-game teaser and something to look forward to.
I mean, this was something people predicted. Well, nothing about it, though.
They say, the wonder is, not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it. You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family. What you've found, it's the key to unlocking everything.
It's supposed to be like Space Star Wars or something like that.
This is all we've been working towards.
Or Space Fallout, I guess you should say.
We've come to the beginning of humanity's final journey.
Prepare for departure. Graviton loop array full check. Your space lane is clear.
That's why we're here.
Main engines go. Ignition.
To discover what's out there.
Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
Is that a release date? November 11th next year? Or is that just the time it takes place? Oh, no, that's the release date. Xbox exclusive Starfield. It still wasn't enough to figure out, oh, it's on Game Pass too, so I don't have to buy it. Nice.
It is awesome awesome to share with you for
Yeah.
the very first time one of the most anticipated games in the world. From Todd Howard and the team at Bethesda
I wouldn't call it the
Game
most anticipated
Studios.
game in the world, but
A
it is highly
groundbreaking
anticipated.
game. And yes, it's exclusive. Welcome to the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase. I am so excited and proud to be here today celebrating games. Because although it's been an incredibly tough year, I am grateful that games have been such an important source of joy and connection. We are committed to forging the next era of gaming, conjuring worlds never before possible, unlocking play across all devices, and delivering the power of games to everyone. And now, we get to share that quest with Bethesda, not just as partners, but as one team, united in bringing the very best games to more people everywhere. So today, we get to reveal more of what's to come. We have an amazing show, 30 titles, 27 in Xbox Game Pass. And of course, every single console title you'll see today is optimized for Xbox Series X and S, offering next-gen performance, speed, and features. We get to work with the best studios on Earth. Next is something truly riveting. The latest entry in the haunting and evocative franchise created by GSC Game World, Stalker 2. Coming first to Xbox Series consoles and PC. This will be a true next-gen experience, targeting 4K resolution and ray tracing. Let's take a look at what you'll get to play when it launches next year.
Console launch exclusive, which means it will eventually be on PS5.
Ну, чё там?
Готово.
Ну и пошли они нахрен.
Спасибо тебе. Ты многим сталкерам жизнь спас.
Ну, давай, малюй картину маслом.
I wasn't necessarily a big fan of Stalker, so I don't know how I feel about a sequel. 'Cause it's essentially just another FPS game.
Вот поэтому я ни в какие разборки и не лезу. Не хочу пулю поймать.
Ну, не знаю. Между аномалией и маслиной я уже лучше пулю выберу.
Вот ты говоришь, а я прям вижу красоту эту. Не первый год в зоне, вроде примелькалась уже, а каждый день удивляет.
Зона надоесть не может. Говорят, ты знаешь, где вход в фундамент.
Узнаешь мотив?
No. Can you shoot this guy? I kinda wanna shoot this guy.
Слышал? Вот это культура! А ты одно и то же по кругу лобаешь.
Сам же просишь. У меня музучилище, если что.
О, месье, прошу прощения. Может, вам ученый? Профессура. Они вам лабораторию найдут.
пошел ты.
I mean, again, the graphics and stuff look good on this, but
Ты же его на вылазки таскаешь.
I'm just not a fan of throwing another FPS
Чего,
out there.
чего?
Like, I get it's a sequel, but
Дружбы
I wasn't a fan of the first game to begin with,
я
so...
точно не встречал.
Это верно.
I'm trying to figure out what's even the story with this.
Нет.
Is there one?
Это хорошо. Он этого не заслужил.
А пулю заслужил. Жаль, что ты так с ним поступил.
Мне тоже. Считаешь, я не думал, как обойтись без его смерти? Она не могла быть свободна, пока он жил. Зато теперь посмотри на нее. Нет, Скиф, я не отдам ее никому. Зона дала мне жизнь, новую жизнь. Жизнь, которую я готов вернуть, если потребуется. Я буду защищать ее. Всегда.
Похоже, пора.
И куда ты теперь?
В Припять. Нужно с ним поговорить.
Удачной охоты, сталкер.
Day one with Xbox Game Pass. Oh, is this? Oh, this has to be Back for Blood.
We're surviving here. Rebuilding.
Surviving's not enough. We've got to fight.
No, we don't need to do anything. All right, when was the last time you saw written in any numbers? All of my best friends let me run their and they talk about words they never got to.
Hang in there, Holly.
Get high with your best friends.
No rest for the wicked.
Let's go.
Through here. Come on. God, I love Mondays. Another day in paradise.
Just like all of my Get high with your best friend.
Buckle up, buttercups.
We've got one shot. Let's make it count.
Over here.
October 12th. Nice. That's definitely one I want to play. And it's a day one Game Pass. Perfect. Andrew, if you're watching, which you're probably not, but we're definitely hitting that up. Xbox exclusive. Hope this music doesn't trigger something. Co-op open world. it's good music, but I just hope it doesn't trigger something either in here or whenever you upload this to YouTube. Contraband. Alright, I'm a little intrigued by that. Yeah, it's like a day one Game Pass, so that's another one that could be decent. Don't know what it is. And now we're back to Sea of Thieves. The game that everyone was excited about and then was terrible when it launched and has slowly gotten better, but it's still not great.
An ill wind blows from beyond
It's like a
the
DLC or
horizon.
something.
A new danger is coming on the tides, and the one who might stop this ruin, trapped for all forever in the sea of the damned. Now to save the pirate life, you must start by saving the life of one.
Oh, didn't realize we had company. Captain Jack Sparrow. But I suspect you already
Why?
knew that.
Why?
Because of the treasure Jack stole, a darkness followed him here. And if it's not stopped, this world will sink into shadow.
This sea holds many secrets.
Ah, a new body at last.
All I can do is show you the way.
From what I hear of this so-called Sea of Thieves, it's nothing but cursed crews, bloodthirsty mermaids, a legion of dead, angry pirates. Ah, yes. And now one Davy Jones.
Exactly.
Well, I believe that now is the perfect time to use these cannons.
Well, I don't think that's Johnny Depp voicing this. Doesn't sound like him.
There's a world that refuses to face the truth. Nothing lasts forever.
Probably like, nah, he costs too much. He's got all that legal trouble going on right now. We don't want to...
I don't suppose, by chance, there's a second one of those? The Sea of Thieves, eh? Bring me that horizon.
Like, how desperate did they have to be to go out and get Jack Sparrow? I want a Michael Bolton add-on now. This is the tale.
Hey, how's it going?
Let's do this!
Reputation is everything. If a Yakuza shows weakness, he's done.
Time to call a friend!
What the?
Happy birthday!
Oh, they finally added that to Game Pass. Now I can play it on Xbox. Exactly. Now all the games are on Game Pass. I can play them all again for free on Xbox, which... Oh, 100%. It's so much fun. And they're all in Game Pass, so you don't have to buy any of them now. You just have to have a Game Pass membership. This feels like a another Call of Duty ripoff. I didn't see what it was, but it's like a there's multiple people, so it feels like maybe it's an MMO war game, which there aren't a ton of those, but so there's way too many war games. Or is it just a like 4-player co-op? October 22nd.
So?
I do like how they're going game to game to game.
I have something to share.
They're not having all these people come in and be like, let's show you what's going on with Willem Dafoe.
Shut up! You know what this is.
All this time?
I should never have told you.
I'm out of patience.
I know I say this a lot, but I love you.
I was saying this a lot too, but back at you.
If Willem Dafoe's not a bad guy in that, then it's not a real game. It's not a real anything. Willem Dafoe has to be a good guy who turns evil in everything he does.
Approaching the mother load. I can't believe I'm really here. Psychonauts.
Psychonauts 2, finally.
Gadgets.
The mind is the final frontier of humanity.
Game that's like
I'm ready for
15 years in the making.
Time for justice!
The fate of the free-thinking world is in your hands.
For context, the original Psychonauts came out on the original Xbox. That's how long it's been since. It was like one of the last big games to come out for the original Xbox. And they've had a couple of like re-releases of it, but they've never had the sequel, which people have been asking for years. But even though this game was a big,
Of the world. Can you do that?
a big success from like a review standpoint, it kind of flopped from a sales standpoint. August 25th. And that's another day one on Game Pass. Not bad. I might have to play that. Bethesda.
This is usually the moment when I say hello and welcome to the Bethesda E3 showcase. We love that we can share the stage with Xbox this year, And whether you've known Bethesda for 35 years or are just getting to know us, we couldn't be happier to bring you the latest on your favorite games. We started this showcase with my good friend Todd Howard, who gave you a first look at Starfield. Along with Bethesda Game Studios, all of our teams are continuing to work on the projects that have been in development since well before we joined the Xbox family. So rest assured, the games you've been expecting and hoping for are still in the works. And today, we're bringing 10 more titles to Game Pass for a total of 30 Bethesda games. That includes several id Software games, like the award-winning Doom Eternal. If you're looking for another reason to play it, Doom Eternal will be optimized for Xbox Series X and S on June 29th. Powered by id Tech, this next-gen upgrade will be free for everyone who owns Doom Eternal. And on Series X, it will offer improved visuals at 60 FPS with ray tracing, a 4K mode, and an optional performance mode up to 120 FPS. Or maybe you're in the mood for an RPG, like Skyrim, which marks its 10th anniversary this November. We can't celebrate it without you, so share your favorite Skyrim memories, stories, artwork, and more on Skyrim10.com. Or explore an ever-changing post-apocalyptic wasteland in Fallout 76.
Stop pushing Fallout 76.
Everything you love about Fallout games. Custom camp
Nobody
building,
wants to play Fallout
storylines,
76.
warring factions, unique characters, places to discover. You'll find it all here. In fact, Fallout 76 is now one of the most popular games on Game Pass, thanks to an incredibly welcoming and collaborative community. Here's a look at what's coming next in Fallout 76.
Stop pushing Fallout 76.
Brotherhood of Steel are the guardians of human civilization. Fort Atlas is safe. It came at a great cost.
The Brotherhood must stand united. The super mutant threat takes priority. This proves more than anything the need for our justice.
You are splitting our forces, Shin. The most important thing is finding everyone that has gone missing and returning them home.
So it comes to this. I thought you understood what that insignia meant. You are no paladin of the Brotherhood.
I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one who can stop it.
The Brotherhood of Steel must protect the future of Appalachia and of the world. Your righteous crusade has gone too
Although, Ryan, this should be your kind of game because it takes place in West Virginia.
I believe that we are now stronger than ever.
Or at least the nuclear apocalypse version of West Virginia.
That can never be undone.
What the hell was that? Expedition Squad Delta, report, over. Squad Delta, what's going on out there? Come on, this isn't funny.
No, you can hear me.
Pit. That's Fallout. Ah, it's another 76 add-on. Damn it.
The Wasteland isn't the only open-world playground with an amazing community. The Elder Scrolls Online from ZeniMax Online Studios has now surpassed 18 million players and shows no signs of slowing down. Right now, our players are enjoying the new Blackwood chapter, part of the Gates of Oblivion year-long adventure.
Look, I'm
We've got a
glad
lot
that
more to
you're
come in
promoting
ESO,
Elder Scrolls
including
Online
the
and all this,
conclusion
and it's
to
all
this
doing
epic
well for
story
you.
later this
I
fall
need a new
on
Elder
ESO
Scrolls
Dead
game or a new Fallout game.
And with the release of ESO Console Enhanced this Tuesday, the game will deliver a true native experience optimized for the Series X and S.
Like, I'm not big on online MMOs. Like, There's too many stupid people that get involved and try to, like, ruin the experience for you. That's why I prefer single-player or even co-op games. Because I know what I can do, and I know what the people I play with can do.
It's a new world with new rules. Now, nothing is off the table. Winning this battle will take a new breed of fighter. Wait.
Well, that's that game that got popular with streamers from during the quarantine. Definitely a game for Kyle. Party Animals. That's the that's not the original title of the game I was thinking of, but it's the same concept.
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here.
Try and stop me.
Console launch exclusive. This looks like, God, what's that game? That big indie game that got popular with the, like, shadows. This looks like it's probably something like that. I mean, I am sorry that Xbox doesn't get to have David Cage come out on stage and beat off about his great animation features he can put in for his characters on PlayStation. I make the good game. Yeah, I'll probably pass on whatever that is. I don't buy those games. I get them to play for comic relief. What is this? Is this Halo?
Of Halo. To our millions of passionate fans, thank you.
We wouldn't be here without all of you.
Our goal has always been to bring players together. And for the first time, we're thrilled to offer our entire multiplayer experience to all players across Xbox and PC with no barriers. Halo Infinite Multiplayer will be free to play and invite more of you than ever before to become a Spartan hero.
So we can get even more douchebags
I'm excited to
in
be
there.
here with Joseph Staten, the creative director of Halo Infinite. From helping
They
craft
better
the
fix the
original Halo
multiplayer,
Combat
because 3
Evolved,
was
to leading
still
the fan
my favorite.
Halo 3 ODST.
And there's been some decent ones since
Joseph
then,
is a
but
Halo visionary.
nothing's been as good since
It
Halo
is so
3.
great to have him back with Halo.
And Infinite will be, what, the 6th game in the series? Or the main series, at
and
least?
I hope many of you, Halo has always been about heroism and wonder, about fighting to keep humanity safe against impossible odds in a beautiful and mysterious sci-fi world. This is just one part of the Zeta Halo ring, the largest, most wide-open environment we've ever built, and we can't wait for you
Yeah,
to
nobody
explore
likes
it.
Fortnite. Screw Fortnite. That's true. If it's free to play, that means it's probably gonna be a huge cash grab.
Is Spartan 117, the Master Chief. In the next chapter of the Chief's story, you'll face his greatest challenge yet. But you're not alone in the fight.
Oh, the main batteries are shut down. We're stuck out here. You have one bullet against an entire army. What can you do on your own?
I told you. It's enough.
So I see.
I need you to understand. There's not much time.
See, just hearing Cortana's voice, I'm pretty sure she died in the last Halo game.
If I knew how you were going to die,
Even though she was an AI.
What happened? Where is Cortana?
the rogue AI known as Cortana is gone. She's been deleted.
How? By you?
Of course not. Did you hit your head or something? Don't you remember? My instructions were to enter this installation, imitate Cortana, and lock her down for retrieval. Yours were to take her back to the Infinity for deletion. So if it wasn't you... Okay, then. There's something else. On successful deployment, my deletion routine was supposed to complete. Still here.
The power just went out.
Good.
Something stopped your deletion. We need to find out why.
But this wasn't the mission.
The missions changed. They always do.
Are you sure?
Of course, you can't have a Halo game without multiplayer. And on Xbox Series X, you'll be able to enjoy Infinite's multiplayer action at up to 120 frames per second. Finally, I'm very happy to announce that Halo Infinite's first free-to-play multiplayer season and Infinite's story-driven campaign will launch together this holiday.
A new day is upon us. A new generation built to fight. Together, we are unstoppable. Are you ready?
that's the multiplayer. It looks just like the multiplayer from the last series. Why wouldn't you want to bang the AI? She's pretty hot. It's like wanting to bang Edie.
Hello. Let's do some damage. Skewer acquired.
Grapple jet.
Claim the enemy flag. Return it to base.
It's true. Trainer wants to bang Edie, and I want to bang Trainer and Edie both. It all works out.
The flag is ours. Please halt at your earliest.
Nobody likes capture the flag. Like, such a dumb multiplayer game.
Now, show me what you can do.
Still no date, just launching in the holiday. Which makes me think they're gonna end up delaying it again.
Evil has survived. A dark figure wanders in the east. He must be stopped. At all costs.
Is this the... No, it's not. Alrighty. Swapping out Brian for Ian again. Around 7 or 8. Okay. This thing should go till probably 2:30 or 3, so I'll probably be done after that. Eight-player co-op. Oh, Lord.
You're too late.
This may be our darkest hour, but it will be your greatest moment.
Diablo 2 Resurrected.
These things, where did they come from?
From all of us. From what we do to him.
Can you stop it?
I don't know. But he's my brother. And I would die for him.
Plague Tale. That's a sequel, I believe. Capture at 4K.
It rings every hour, señor presidente.
It's Far Cry 6. I thought this already came out.
Hola, fascista. I recognize that voice.
Oh no, it hasn't
Let
already
me
come out.
ask you a question.
Streamed on Ubisoft.
When I am dead and Yara is burning, what exactly is your plan? Hold hands, sing songs around the fire?
Sure, I know just the song.
Giancarlo Esposito is like one of my favorite
Time
actors.
you learn about resolver, Danny.
And he plays the main
Take
baddie
down
in this
Castillo,
game, so that's
the
great.
guerrilla needs the right tool for the right job.
Keep talking.
It's a stealth operation. I got you covered. Taking out a high-value target? I have just what you need. You wanna blow shit up? Juan Cortez at your service. Everyone in Yara saw that shit. What? Wait a second. Who brought the rooster? Hey, whatever you need to get the job done, Danny.
Next time I see you, I want to play with that crazy backpack here.
October
I like
7th.
how you resolver, Juan.
So do I.
Yeah, Giancarlo Esposito's great. He's, of course, most famous for playing Gus Fring on Breaking Bad. But he's so good at playing that douchey villain character who's just so smooth. Oh, is this that game where you shoot all the little weirded creatures, collect them up? Yeah, this is the sequel to that, I would assume. Slime Rancher 2.
Boom punch. Welcome back to Shred-Ageddon. Here's a new trick. Let's go.
All footage recorded in game, huh? If this is in-game footage, this looks really freaking good. But this feels like a game that was made to be a really good tech demo. Look what kind of HD graphics we can use. Shredders. Doubt I play that, but that does look good. Graphically, I guess I should say. Okay. Don't know what that is, but interesting. Definitely a unique looking game. Whatever this is. Replaced.
In the first year
Oh,
of
this is
Grounded, millions of players kept busy with crafting, fighting,
game that still hasn't truly fully launched.
ziplining.
It's been like in beta for a year.
Now, to celebrate, we present the Shroom and Doom update. It gives the people what they've been asking for. Like sitting. No, seriously, a lot of people want to sit. Pets for when you get sick of your human companions. And of course, mushrooms. But not those kinds. We also got something that literally no one was asking for. The Brood Mother. She's so terrifying. You should probably turn on arachnophobia mode. Oh, even her blob scares the shit out of us. Go big. Or never go home. Oh, and it looks like we added achievements too. Nice.
Among Us update. 15-player lobbies. I'm sure the streaming people will be really happy with this. This game took off big last year. You will not believe this. Okay. Okay.
You have shown an aptitude for applying lethal solutions to conflicted situations. We wish to test your abilities.
Oh, well, those top-down games. I've never been a big fan of those.
History is all around us. Those who made it have never been forgotten. Their daring choices echo across time.
Goddamn Mongolians trying to tear down my city wall.
And mortals into legends. If history was in your hands, what would you build?
This is like a Civilizations type game.
How would you fight? Where would you go? What will you be remembered for?
Age of Empires 4. I guess that makes sense. That's the their version of Civ.
We begin by hearing an old, wise-sounding voice. And we see a quiet, peaceful setting. This will make our game seem big and important. Now, something must break the serenity. Will this creature be in the game? No. Say goodbye to it forever. suddenly, and for no reason. People running. These pointless slow-motion shots make everything seem cool and should bolster pre-sale numbers. That wah sound can mean only one thing. We must gaze over an epic shot of a world, and there should be lens flares.
Michael Bay.
Now we see our hero, but only their silhouette, because the developers haven't finished the design, or finished the story, or finished any gameplay that's actually ready to show. In fact, the only thing they have finished is the title.
Outer Worlds 2? Outer Worlds 2? Yes! Called it! And I would play the heck out of that game. The first Outer Worlds was good. It was just short. So I'm hoping the sequel is a little bit longer, but yeah, I'll play Outer Worlds 2. That might be a game I could stream. First Outer Worlds is a good game, and I could probably beat it in like 2 or 3 streams. And it's got some good humor in it and other stuff, so. I've never finished the DLC on it, so that might actually be a good thing. I can play the game again, make some different decisions than I did the first time, and play through the DLCs I never finished. Just start from scratch. Oh, this is a flight simulator. Probably 2020, 2021 if they made that. I can't remember. I know the most recent flight simulator got really good reviews because they've actually started putting in legit locations and using Google Maps and stuff. So it's becoming way more realistic. I don't know if it's worth paying like a normal game price to play if you're playing it on like an Xbox, but it is pretty cool. Even look at the graphics. They are putting it on next month. Cool. That's a game that I play for like a few minutes just to fly across places. I'm like, alright, I'm bored. But it's kind of cool. Top Gun Maverick. Does it come with the soundtrack from Top Gun? Because I would totally play that. I'll wait to the... Alright, I'll stop before I get hit with copyrights. Not that my singing is going to trigger anything. Oh, here's Forza. Danger Zone.
Everybody talk right now. Tell me what you want right now. You could get it. Yeah, well you can get it. Yeah, you can get it.
I mean, the Forza games always look great, but I just don't care. Like, I don't mind racing games, but they're not something that I'm going to go out of my way to play.
Hello.
I knew this was
Mike
going to
Brown,
happen.
Creative Director at Playground Games, and I can't wait to show you what we've been working on. Horizon is known for fun, freedom, and beauty. This year, the Horizon Festival arrives in beautiful, diverse Mexico. This is the largest and most diverse open world ever in a Forza Horizon game. And there is no better car to explore it than the stunning
They always do
AMG
this. They
Project
show off a
One
trailer for
Forza
Forza,
Edition,
and then they have some guy come
rendered
talk
in
about it for like 20
unparalleled
minutes.
detail and with ray tracing in Forza
care.
Vista, thanks to the power of the Xbox Series console.
Like, how much different can you make a racing game?
I've
It's
invited
like, we got new
along some
areas,
teams to help
okay.
give
We
you
have
a
better
taste of
graphics,
some of the
okay.
amazing content that's waiting
What's
for
the
you in
gameplay? Will
Forza
you still drive a
Horizon
car
5.
around in circles?
Please
Okay.
welcome Bill, Maddie, Sierra, and Don from the Forza
Why do you
team.
think they stopped making
Hey, Mike.
NASCAR
Hey, guys,
games?
what's up?
Hey everyone. Hey, what's up, Mike?
And we also have Abraham with us as well. He's one of the talented actors who will be appearing in the game.
Bienvenidos a Mexico. I can't wait to show you what we've been working on.
We begin in the rainforest on an
Why do you have a
expedition.
voice actor
This
in
is
a-
a new
in a
campaign
racing
mode
game?
in which you set out on
Are you
an
trying to, like,
adventurous
make it
journey
Fast and
across
Furious,
Mexico
where there's gonna
to
be a
explore new locations
story around
and
it?
discover places for the festival to expand.
I'm on the river now.
Like, yeah, these graphics are incredibly impressive, but
How's the expedition going?
there is no reason why they keep... like, does somebody at Forza have blackmail on Phil Spencer? Like, bad pictures or something where they're guaranteed a 15-minute spot of every E3?
This city is still a jewel of Mayan architecture.
That's a peek at our adventurous campaign. But Forza Horizon has always been a game that's best enjoyed with others.
And yeah, I'm talking over this guy
Let's go and
talking.
see
I don't
what some
care.
of our other players are up to. The
I'm so
Xbox
tired of
Series
this every
consoles
year.
allow us to capture every last detail, right down to the individual needles on these Choya cactus. The scene looks real, but there are no tricks. This is in-game. Maddie is behind the wheel of the AMG Project One Forza Edition in Mexico's lush, living desert. The perfect place to meet up with friends and head out for a drive. Thanks to the next generation of our Horizon Live servers, everyone else we see here are real players. And it looks like Maddie has been joined by some other members of the Forza team.
I love how these people are driving so,
Let's leave Maddie for
like,
a moment
politely
and
with
head out
each
to the
other.
coast
They're
and
letting
meet
each other
Don.
pass and stuff. I play these games with
Don
my
is
friends,
already on the
we
move,
trying to knock each other off the
exploring
freaking
this
road.
seaside town. This is a recreation of Mexico that is honest, authentic, and filled with love. Speaking of, hold up, Don.
Oh hey, what's up?
This is a mural by Mexican artist Farid Rueda. Just one of the many beautiful, faithful pieces of Mexico you'll find all over Forza Horizon 5.
But can you get out of your car
While
and
Don
shoot
drives down
people?
to
That's the
beach,
important question.
We'll jump over to the Gran Caldera volcano. Check out this geology detail, implemented with precision accuracy using photogrammetry data captured on location atop an active Mexican volcano. The entire world has been recreated at this level of detail. And here's Sierra, in her favorite off-road buggy. The volcano Sierra and friends are exploring is the highest point ever in a Horizon game. And thanks to the power of the Xbox Series consoles, from up here we can see for miles in every direction. In the distance, we can just about make out Guanajuato. Let's take a closer look. Guanajuato is one of the most beautiful cities anywhere in the world. It's a colourful, undulating city full of vibrant architecture. It even has a sprawling network of tunnels. And these twisting, turning, overlapping streets mean that as well as looking good, it plays great too. As we see here, as Don is challenged in Horizon's open world battle royale, The Eliminator. While Don tries to win that race, the rest of our players are still out exploring this diverse open world. Let's head north to the canyon. The Horizon series is known for its uplifting beauty, and using our unique HDR camera rig, we captured 24-hour shoots of real Mexican skies at 12K resolution. And thanks to the Xbox Series consoles, these photorealistic skies result in lifelike lighting that dynamically changes every frame, making you feel like you're really there. Here's Maddie again. She's joined by Abraham and some other members of the team. Our players are using Forza Link, the new AI assistant that intelligently tracks the status of you and the people you meet online, and then helps you link up and play together. We'll now head deep into the rainforest and rejoin Bill and the rest of our players. Here we see our new volumetric lighting system.
I love how everyone has their little bubbles too over their head of what they're saying. But we all know if you're playing on online, it's not going to be that polite.
So it intelligently prompts Sierra to invite Bill.
It's not going to be "Hello, Bill. Want to play Horizon Arcade?" It's going to be like, "Hey, Bill, suck my dick."
With that Horizon Arcade minigame starting soon, all of our players are coming together. This minigame is called Pinata Pop, signaled by the Horizon cargo plane dropping a payload of pinatas.
Ooh, over this way. Gotta catch up to you guys.
Our players now have to work together to find and pop
This
as
coffee
many as they
hog.
can.
Okay, go up here to the left.
There's loads along the main road. Here I go.
I'll take a look through the bushes here.
There's some between the houses. Oh, there's a couple more over here.
Sweet.
While the team grab those last few pinatas, we're going over to the stadium because I have one more thing to show you. This is Events Lab, the incredible new toolset that allows you to create your own races, game modes, and gameplay experiences. You customize everything, right down to the fundamental rules of the game. Forza Horizon 5 is the largest, most fun, and most beautiful open world we've ever built. And it will truly be an astounding showcase for the Xbox Series consoles when it comes to Xbox Game Pass this November 9th. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in Mexico later this year.
No, you won't see me.
Team Xbox
Man,
is on a mission.
Time it took them to
bring
do that,
joy
there's
and
probably a
community
new
of
Fast and
gaming to
Furious already
everyone on
being
the
in
planet.
development.
That's why you,
Oh, hey,
the
Phil.
gamer, are at the center of everything.
Mister, I'm not going to stop him.
Today, we showed you 30 games. 27 of them will be available on Xbox Game Pass. Now, through the end of the year, you can look forward to back-to-back monthly releases landing day one on Game Pass, led by 5 new titles from Xbox Game Studios, as well as highly anticipated games like Back 4 Blood, 12 Minutes, and The Ascent. And as we look ahead to next year, I'm inspired by the creativity of Bethesda and Xbox Game Studios. We showed you the highly anticipated RPG Starfield, coming exclusively to Xbox. But we also have some of the industry's best RPG storytellers working on Avowed, Fable, The Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 76, The Outer Worlds 2, and Elder Scrolls 6. We unveiled the stunning multiplayer mode for the world's most beloved shooter in Halo Infinite, adding to the roster of iconic Xbox shooters alongside Wolfenstein, Gears of War, Perfect Dark, and Doom. We premiered the most epic open-world racing game, Forza Horizon 5, bringing you a vibrant and authentic depiction of Mexico in a game built from the ground up for next gen, while the team at Turn 10 is hard at work on the next Forza Motorsport. Our growing family of 23 studios is devoted to advancing
Oh, here it
the
comes, the
medium
announcement of the
we
new
all
studio
love.
we bought.
Xbox has been here for 20 years, and that's because of you. Our team strives to make Xbox a place where you'll find the greatest games, the most dedicated developers, and the most passionate community. Together, we all make Xbox the best place to play. Before I go, there's one more thing. take a look at this brand new original game from the Arcane team at Bethesda, the studio that created Prey and Dishonored. Arcane created something new for them, an open world immersive shooter that you can play alone or with your friends. And like Starfield, this game will be an Xbox exclusive.
Feels like another Cyberpunk already.
Pobre bribón. I'm gonna have to take you apart again. Hey, Dove. Anything else?
Yes, exist too. Expandable, 25 centimeters, dramatically elongated.
Come on, make yourself useful.
So, that was fun, right?
That's your cue, mate.
Sleep tight.
You know what this reminds me of? My time in the Himalayas.
Studies later, Dad.
You think they can't kill you anytime they want?
Hey, asshole!
Why is that vampire not sparkling?
How do we always get into this shit?
Field in Redfall, Massachusetts. Behind me, we are witnessing clear signs of cult activity as the locals engage.
Hey!
Really hope the video was worth it.
Everybody, fall back! People need to know what happened. Layla, with me. Get me on the roof now.
Thank you, Layla. You're the best. Oh, Jacob, don't even mention it.
Come in! Now or never!
Where's the other one? Where'd it go?
Give me a chance. Let's bad.
Take this, cabrona! Ah! Jacob, there's something. Shit. Dove's gonna love this one. You better have a plan, Jacob.
Yep. Don't miss.
Don't touch me!
Look! A new one!
Vivo, adelante! Go, go!
I think there's a vampire in this.
Really? What does it taste like? Be specific.
Like blood and death. And strawberry.
Sun's coming up. Let's keep moving. Next.
Sure thing, Ed Brown, bro.
That's a good one.
Do you think things will ever go back to normal?
Would you want to go back to normal?
Not if I still have to pay my student loans.
Redfall. Well, that was entertaining. Not not as great as I was hoping it would be, but still pretty good. Let me just pull this up here. Not bad though. Outer Worlds 2 I'm definitely really excited for, but they didn't even have anything on that, so that's going to barely be another couple years. Halo, I'll obviously be playing when that comes out later this year, hopefully. Doesn't get delayed again. That last game from Bethesda, I think if there's more info coming out on that, that could be a good one. They're definitely going to be pushing Starfield really hard, it looks like. Obviously Forza. I'm just kidding. I don't give a shit about Forza. There were a few other ones that I might try. Nothing really stand out though. Outside of Halo and a couple add-ons for games, there really wasn't any major game announcements. No Gears, no Fallout, like new Fallout or new Elder Scrolls information, which people were kind of hoping for. No game studio announcement. That's kind of the biggest surprise, I think. So, yeah, not bad, not great. Kind of in between. I guess I'd give it like a thumbs in the middle if I had to rate it. Not, where's my camera there? Not up, not down, but kind of in the middle. But yeah, so I guess that about does it. I don't really have any other thoughts right now. Like I said, Sony's not doing a show this year, which is kind of disappointing. But Nintendo will be Tuesday, which Ian may cover. So check back for that. And I guess that's it. I'm going to go ahead and turn the music on. Might as well. But thank you again for joining me. I'll probably be back to stream at some point this week. Maybe we'll start Outer Worlds. Kind of want to play that now. Music's a little loud. There we go. So, Outer Worlds, Red Dead, something like that. But till then, Ian said he'll be back tonight, probably around 7 or 8-ish, to hop back on Mass Effect 2, I believe. So look forward to coming back for that. And until then, this has been Cold. This has been the Microsoft Bethesda E3 press conference. And have a good whatever.